Good evening. I'd like to take this time to thank you all for attending our 2021 graduation ceremony. I know that our men and women have worked really hard to get to where we're at this evening, and they couldn't have done that without the support of everyone in this room. So thank you all for the time and encouragement that you've put into our future graduates. We're not graduates quite yet. Let's give you all a round of applause right now for your commitment to these students. Seniors, it's been an honor working with you and getting to know you all, and I wish you luck in all of your future endeavors, and I hope that you keep in contact with us and let us know what you're doing and how things are going, and know that, now I'm going to cry, that you are part of our family at New Day, and if you ever need anything, don't hesitate to reach out to us. And with that being said, I'm going to turn this over to Mr. Joshua Hicks.
Well, thank you, Mrs. Armstrong, and thank you all for being here tonight to celebrate. We want to welcome certainly our students, their families, our teachers, and we want you to know you're all our honored guests tonight as we celebrate this milestone. As I look at these faces, I got to tell you, and I know I speak for the entire staff of New Day. We love your kids, and we're so grateful that you gave us the opportunity to play a part in their lives, in their growth, their academic growth, and we've watched them grow academically, socially, behaviorally, and we are just so very proud of each and every one of you, and we want you to know that. So, parents, Miss Armstrong did a wonderful job of thanking you, and I just want to second that. They would not be here without your sacrifices, without your encouragement, and we appreciate you very much. For our teaching staff, we know that you have begged, pushed, growled, encouraged in so many different ways to get our students to where they are today. So if you would please join me in thanking our staff for their hard work with the students. And now for the reason we're all here, our graduates. This year's a little different. There will not be an adult giving a big, long speech tonight. Tonight is 100% about our graduates and their accomplishments, and so we have a number of student speakers who will be providing the keynote for this evening. So we will begin, and I'll announce each one when it's their turn to come up, but we will begin with Mr. Thomas Grazier.
First, I'd like to thank my family for being here. I stand here today at the dawn of a new segment in my life, and I am scared. For about 20 years, I've only had to focus about graduating. And now that I have, I don't know what to do next. People will say that I could be whatever I want. I doubt that. And for about my entire life, I had to deal with other people's expectations. I don't care. In the past year, a group of people I'm immensely glad to call my friends have helped bolster bolstered my self-confidence and my happiness. And to you, I cannot thank you enough. You have brought to me a new dawn where I have genuine hope for the future. Again, I thank you. Without you, I would not be the person I am today. I may never be able to repay you, and I hope that I will not be able to.
Wonderful job. I'm just going to hold on and see. Good job. Thank you, Mr. Grazier. Our next speaker is Miss Elizabeth Long. Hey, speak right into the microphone. You got it.
I got it.
Very
You
close.
told me earlier. Oh no. All right, so wait, what's going on here? Ah, right, graduation. So I'm not gonna lie, this speech, like the rest of the work I did in high school, was written a little last minute. But that's not the point. Congratulations, my friends. We pushed so hard and now we've made it. So I'm not gonna give you the normal boring speech about how great I know we all will do in the future, although I will shed some light on how things were going for me before I transferred to New Day. I was having a really tough time. When I got here, I was super shy. I couldn't even read a sentence out of a book without stuttering over every other word. I was so used to being judged and put down by my peers that I wouldn't talk to anyone. Well, I wouldn't even look at anyone for that matter. New Day has helped me kind of get out of my shell and has opened new doors for me. I know 2 years ago, I would have never done this. But a lot of things have changed. I've made amazing friendships with students and teachers alike. I want to thank Mr. Slater. You have helped me and my friends more than you will ever realize. You were there when we needed you and treated us not only as students but as friends. Your encouragement is one of the many reasons some of us stand here today. Thank you. New Day has also given me friends that I never would have made if I stayed at my original school. So thank you for having this charter school available for all of the misfits that don't fit in.
Thank you. And you're part of the family, so you always have a place you fit in, for sure. Our next speaker is Miss Karley Miller. Listen, you have got to put your mouth on the mic, okay? And nobody can hear you, so make sure it's close.
Hello. Can you hear me? Okay, good. Salutations to our family and friends who have gathered here to share in our success. That's right, us. And of course, the class of 2021 themselves. Let's get one thing straight here, people. I think all of us were ready to march into Mr. Hicks's office en masse and complain if we were told we couldn't have an in-person graduation this year. To our administrators, our teachers, our faculty and staff, and school board members, we are very thankful to you for making it possible, following the guidelines of the CDC, for us to be here today. There are a few focal points from this past year that I would like to talk about real quick with you. I don't think anyone can sit here today without being hyper aware of the fact that this is not what our traditional graduation ceremony would look like in years past. Look around you and you see all the family and friends. They have masks on them. It's due to this horrible pandemic and having to receive our vaccines. Some of us have them, some of us haven't had a chance to get one yet. We've lost so many loved ones due to the virus. We've had our very way of life threatened by this virus and have had to change our daily lives to combat the spread of this virus. However, here we are today, gathered together to honor a timeless tradition that has brought billions of people together over the years. So, I'm sorry, COVID, but you have not succeeded in tearing us down. You have instead once again proven that the American people have an indomitable spirit. When I started at New Day, I had a reason to be here. Honestly, I believe every single one of us seniors had a reason to attend the school. For me, it was to escape a terrorizing life of bullying that no one seemed to care to stop. I came here knowing no one and entered the 7th grade 2 weeks in, just in time for everyone to have gotten together and made a friend group, just in time. And as the oddball out, I had to resort to my never-ending amount of energy and the kindness and the little bit of wit I had then. I thought if I was helpful and positive, I could manage to become friends with my fellow peers. I was not wrong in that respect. I was also pleasantly surprised to recognize the possibility of building close bonds with my teachers and staff at New Day, all of whom have become like family to me. As Chinese General Sun Tzu once said during battle, "In the midst of chaos, there is also opportunity." His words still ring true today, at least for me. If the last 18 months have taught us nothing, it is that in chaos, we will find opportunity. Whether it was opening a business, sewing masks, starting a cookie business to help lift the spirits of first responders, delivering groceries to our neighbors who couldn't get to the store themselves, or simply making a video to make people smile when they needed it most. We as a people have proven repeatedly that during a crisis, we still will persevere. When asked about my personal experiences during my last year as a high school student, admittedly, I was fired up. I was angry and disappointed in the lack of a senior year that I was handed. We didn't get a senior trip. We were constantly in and out of school because of COVID. Adults advised us to stay away from hanging out outside of school in groups. There were no parties or get-togethers. There were events and competitions that we didn't get to attend. Experiences as a kid in school were whisked away from us. I finished my last high school dual enrollment college course, never meeting my professor on Zoom, and with many struggles. People have asked me about how I became so successful. The answer is really simple. I'm confident in what I know I can do, and hopeful in what I believe myself able to do. I hope that my peers also feel that way about themselves. I get a little nervous sometimes. I know that a lot of my friends do too. But when I really need to step up and be the someone I'm asked to, I just remember that there are a plethora of people here today and not here today who rely on me, who rely on the things that I am asked to do. People who believe in me and have sacrificed things and put themselves out on the line so that I could do the things that I love. That alone has been a motivator to do my very best every day. I don't believe I would be where I am today without my mom, my dad, my siblings, my nan, LaQuisha, I see you, girl, my teachers, my culinary instructor, and obviously my friends. I just wouldn't be the person that I have become without these last 6 or 7 years of support from them. So thank you, everyone, for coming out here today and celebrating a very meaningful moment of all of our lives. To my fellow seniors and my teachers and New Day staff and faculty, till we meet again. Best wishes, class of 2021.
Thank you, Ms. Miller. I do have one question. Dad, did you put her up to the Sun Tzu quote? Okay. I was wondering. All right. Miss Sierra Peck will be our next speaker.
Oh my God. Okay. First of all, I want to apologize if I stutter any at all. Okay. Good evening, everyone. I want to start off by saying that, sorry. Oh my gosh, the days of high school have passed by far too quickly, and it's still really hard for me to believe that this day is already here. When Mr. Hicks asked me to write a speech, so many thoughts flooded through my mind, wondering what message I should come across. My heart is racing right now. I'm scared. I didn't think I had it in me to be able to be up here and do this right now. Because, oh my gosh. Okay. My message I want to come across is a quote by Oprah Winfrey, and she once said, "Follow your passion, it will lead you to your purpose. And even if you don't know your purpose quite yet, you will find it, and I promise that you will." Just continue to do what your heart desires, because no matter what, there's always going to be challenges ahead of us. With that being said, I definitely feel that it's safe for me to say that I speak on behalf of graduating class of 2021 when I say it's been a crazy 4 years. I want to thank the staff. I want to thank the teachers, the staff, for all of your efforts that have been invested in us the past 4 years, as well as our parents and guardians for being able to deal with us throughout this pandemic. These past 4 years have meant a lot to me, and although this feels like saying goodbye, no matter what, I'll always carry this part of my life with me forever.
Thank you. Our final student speaker of the evening will be Miss Brianna Pellis.
Close, really close to the mic. Super close. Okay.
How lucky am I to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard? Our senior year was not how I imagined it to be, and I think a lot of people would agree with that. It was a challenge at times, but we had the best people to guide us along the way, whether we were in classrooms or at home on Zoom during quarantine. Our teachers and staff helped us tremendously no matter what the situation was. I think it goes without saying, the amount of help and support that school has provided has been greatly appreciated. No matter how big or small, teachers, staff, and students have been there to uplift and help anyone who needed the extra motivation to succeed. With support comes growth. Throughout the years, not only have I seen growth in myself, but in my friends and peers. People come and go, but I'm incredibly grateful for those who have stuck by my side, helping me grow and helping me succeed. When I was a freshman, I was thrilled to start high school, and I was even more thrilled to be starting what would be the last years of school. As I got closer to my senior year, I realized how upset I was to be leaving the school that I had made so many memories in. Despite any trivial drama or minuscule frustrations that come along with being a teenager, coming to New Day was one of the best things for me. I've gotten close with my teachers, shared many laughs, tears, and smiles, and made some amazing friends along the way. It goes by fast, so I hope we all enjoyed our time together. To any younger classmen, please do not take school for granted and try not to grow up too fast. I've looked forward to this day, a sense of achievement for all of our hard work we put into our academics. There's a universal truth that all good things must come to an end, even if we don't want them to. But that's what makes moments like this so special. Endings are inevitable, unfortunately, and today is one of those days for all of us. Today we say our goodbyes to high school. I was always told, enjoy it while it lasts, because before you know it, it'll be gone. I wish I would have listened to that advice, because here I am now, wishing I could do it all over again. I want to say thank you to all the teachers, staff, parents, and guardians who have helped us all along the way to get to where we are now, the graduating class of 2021.
I just want to say, if you weren't able to hear, there is a live stream, and you will be able to go back and watch it later. You need to hear these speeches. If you couldn't, please take a minute to go back and listen if you get the chance, if you didn't hear. You always read the speeches beforehand, and usually there's some editing and things that need to occur. And every single speech that I read impressed me so much and blew me away. So if you didn't get a chance to hear, please go back later and check out the live stream if you would. And with that said, Ms. Jones will begin the process.
Okay, welcome family and friends, and congratulations seniors. Let me say that again. Welcome family and friends, and congratulations to our seniors. We're going to get set up, and we're going to start reading names and handing out diplomas. Would the first row please stand? Caden Matthew Breon. Noah Glenn Owen Broomball. Ethan Leo Titus Davenport. Samantha Nicole Diarmid. Thomas Sanford Grazier IV. Would the first row please sit? Would the second row please rise? Heidi Jo Harvey. Alyssa Lynn Darlene Jabs. Caleb Andrew Kanegi. Dominic James Lane. Alexander Michael Lebanides. The second row may be seated. Will the third row please rise? Elizabeth Hope Long. Savannah Delaney Miller. Parker Matthew Kensington Miller. Sierra Faith Peck. Brianna Michelle Pellis. The third row may be seated. Would the fourth row please rise? Brittany Marie Pierce. Haley Elizabeth Ritter. Lottie Ann Satterley. Nalia Grace Shaver. Wyatt Keith Spade. Cameron Robert York. The fourth row may be seated.
Well, tonight we were to have one of our former proud graduates sing a song, and circumstances didn't work out that way, but I do have some staff members that would like to say a few words tonight before you get to officially move your tassels. You have to wait just a little bit longer. So our first speaker will be Miss Jenna Morgan.
Good evening, everyone. I would first like to congratulate all of the graduates this evening. You have certainly overcome many challenges, especially this year, to get to this moment, and I'm so proud of each and every one of you. I would like to take this opportunity to acknowledge our graduates who plan to pursue post-secondary education. Graduates, please stand when I call your name and remain standing. I also ask that everyone hold their applause to the end. Heidi Harvey, Central Penn for Criminal Justice. Alex Lemonides, Mount Aloysius for Cybersecurity. Sierra Peck, Mount Aloysius for Psychology. Brianna Pellis, Mount Aloysius for Psychology. Haley Ritter, Harrisburg Area Community College for Nursing. And Wyatt Spade, planning to attend Hiram G. Andrews. Please give them a round of applause. Congratulations, and we wish you all of the luck, and keep in touch and let us know how things go. You may now be seated. I would now like to welcome Ms. Courtney Clapper to the stage.
I have known this day would come for 6 years. However, that does not make it any easier. I started teaching math at New Day Charter School in 2015, when this year's graduates were beginning 7th grade. Some of these students have been in my classes for 6 consecutive years, an atypical experience for most students and teachers. Throughout these years, we have bonded and become like a small school family. You are now and will forever be my kids. You have all grown into capable young adults who will surely go on to make everyone around you proud. I do not have many words of wisdom for you this evening, but in fact, one last lesson. Please understand that although I was technically your teacher for the last 6 years, it is in fact all of you who have taught me. You've taught me to be a more patient and understanding teacher, to be an expert at reading facial expressions, and that the most important part of being a teacher is developing positive relationships with students. Thank you all for a wonderful 6 years. I am so proud of all you have accomplished. Congratulations. Now, Mr. Mark Centi.
You know what they say about saving the best for last, right? Okay. Get these off so I can see. Okay. First, I want to thank you all, parents, grandparents, brothers, sisters, for joining us tonight. This is an auspicious occasion. Graduates, you will always remember this night, as I remember my graduation from high school. But of course, one of the parents had to be escorted out in the middle of the keynote speaker. Yeah, that kind of leaves an imprint on your brain. I also remember my graduation from college, but yeah, I was T-boned in the intersection as I was crossing the street to meet my parents. So yeah, that kind of left an indelible mark on my brain. I hope none of you have any of those kind of experiences tonight. I am the science instructor at the Huntington site. I have had the honor and the privilege of being the only science instructor some of these students have had in the last 6 years. And for that, I am grateful. I really appreciate that. And I thank you all for that. Some of you may or may not know that I spent almost 18 years working as a mental health therapist and a counselor. And so I thought it appropriate to talk about feelings tonight. Feelings about graduation. There are lots of them. This room is filled with emotion tonight. Excited. Everyone's excited. And for good reason. Overjoyed. We're all overjoyed. Some of us for different reasons, but we're all overjoyed. We have spent countless hours waiting for this night to come, and it is finally here. That's awesome. Anxious. What comes next? Some of you know your future. Some of you have no clue, and that's okay. Sad. A little sadness. To that, goodbye is never easy, so I will not say goodbye. I will simply say, fare thee well. You are about to set out on a new voyage of your life, one that you will seek out lifelong friendships. You will look for new friends and go new places. I encourage you to boldly go where you have never been before. Always remember where you came from. You are always welcome here because we are your family. and you are ours. And don't think you're going to get out of here without a lesson. You guys knew there would be one more lesson, right? This is my last lesson to you. Don't quit. When things go wrong, as they sometimes will, when the road you're trudging seems all uphill, when the funds are low and the debts are high, and you want to smile, but you have to sigh, when care is pressing you down a bit, rest if you must, but don't you quit. Life is strange with its twists and turns, as every one of us sometimes learns. And many a failure comes about when he might have won had he stuck it out. Don't give up, though the pace seems slow. You may succeed with another blow. Success is failure turned inside out, the silver tint of the clouds of doubt. And you never can tell just how close you are. It may be near when it seems so far. So stick to the fight when you're hardest hit. It's when things seem worst, you must not quit. I wish you all the happiness, love, peace, and joy that you deserve. May God bless you and keep you all safe. Thank you all.
This is the moment. So make sure you get your video ready or your photographic devices prepared. And we practiced this earlier, so we'll see how well you do. Class of 2021, please rise. Oh, that was pretty good. Everybody ready? You may now move your tassels. You're officially graduates. Parents, keep those cameras warmed up. We are going to head outside for a photo op and the cap tossing ceremony. Parents, don't get up yet. The students have to go first. Our graduates go first. As soon as they're out, then we will head out. It's right across the street in the field over there. You'll see our sign. We will wait until you get there, but don't dally. So, graduates, well, before we do that, I should say this. I present to you the class of 2021. Music. Yes, start with Brianna and just go head out. Head straight out. Yep.